Hey everyone, this is Corey with Sims Investment Management. This is our monthly update. It's April 2026 and we are past tax season, thankfully. I want to give a special shout out to my team who really stepped up to the plate, helping our clients get IRA contributions in and help CPAs get the information that they need. But we are very thankful to have 415 behind us. Caitlin Walter on our team, who's my new executive assistant, she really jumped in. We threw her straight into the deep end. Sydney came back from maternity leave and jumped right back in. And it really was an all hands on deck effort, especially for me, because our second son decided to come a little bit early. So Braden Paul Sims entered the world on April 9th. At 9:31 a.m. He's 19 and a half inches long and 6 pounds and 8 ounces. Emily is doing great, and Braden is eating and sleeping, not as much as we'd like, but he is doing well in putting on weight. So today I might come across either a little bit tired or a little bit jacked up on caffeine, or possibly a little bit of both. And so we're going to shift our gears over to the market a little bit. Back in January for our annual client newsletter, we said, end quote, all this is to suggest that the next significant market shock would probably come out of deep left field. And like all the shocks of the past and all of those yet to come, it will have little to do with us other than a potential bargain hunting exercise. And I think that's really important as we think about like where we are right now. There's so many unknowns, just like there always will be. But in the beginning of this year, let's see, we've had the attack on Venezuela. We've had potentially buying Greenland. Supreme Court struck down the tariffs. Bitcoin has dropped in half. Already we're getting news about the midterm elections. AI is everywhere. You can't get away from it. And more. The price of silver dropped 31% in one day. Now we've got the Iran war. So there's always news, right? There's always this information. And it's really what the main article this month that we wrote is about. And it's really this concept of what are you marinating your brain in? Because whether it's consciously or subconsciously, we are so impacted by essentially what we are exposing ourselves to. And one of my favorite lines is you can't make a rational investment policy out of the unknowns. And we always are going to live in an unknown world. Thankfully, we don't manage our portfolios based on these political, geopolitical, or out of our control events. So we are managing them off of your financial goals. We're managing them based on if you have short-term, midterm, or long-term needs for cash. Are we saving for retirement? Are we saving for a house? Are we saving for that dream vacation, that addition, college? All of these things are driving what we are actually investing in. We are not responding to current events, right? That is actually a pretty failed way to invest. And so I think another concept that we've talked a lot about with our clients recently in two parts is, one, just a reminder, you own companies, right? So your investments that you have, that you are owning pieces of companies. And whether it's AI or geopolitical or any other unknown, the best and the brightest that are leading those companies are working hard to make sure that their companies adapt to the new environment, right? So we're thankful for that. And they've been doing that for the past 100 plus years, which is why we've seen the market go up like it has. The other part that I think is really important is everybody is so inundated with these pings in their pockets and the news that we live in this world where everything is just so heightened. But a 5% or an 8% correction in the market is barely a speed bump. And we got a 5% pullback, and all of a sudden everybody thought the world was falling or the sky was falling. Typically in any 12-month period, the market pulls back on average 14%. 5 to 8% is barely a blip on the radar. And then typically once in every 4 to 5 years, we see a 25 to 30% pullback. So the last one being last spring. So I hope that kind of puts things in perspective. Again, the news is designed to get you to click in and view it. It's not necessarily trying to teach you to be the best long-term investor. So with that, I'm also going to go on a little bit of a public service announcement here. The number of clients that I hear talk about their children, or just in casual conversation, people that are investing at a very young age in cryptocurrency and meme stocks and now these poly markets and sports gambling and et cetera, et cetera. And it's really quite troubling. To put that in perspective, a lot of people sometimes think, hey, it's only $1,000, or hey, it's only $500. And what they don't think about is the opportunity cost in the long run, right? So a 20-year-old today with $1,000 properly invested, the market getting them what it historically has as a 10% annualized return, by the time they reach age 65, that's $73,000. So it's not the $1,000 that they're potentially putting in speculative gambling assets today. It's what is the opportunity cost if that doesn't work out. And for every $1,000, if you've got 45 years to grow it, it's an opportunity cost of about 73 grand. So we'll end with one of my favorite lines here of just everything going on in the market. It's okay to feel the emotion, just don't act on it. Don't vote with your investment portfolio. That's it for this month. I'll be back in May, hopefully with a little more rest. And I hope everybody's having a great start to the spring. Please share this video with anybody that you think it might be helpful for. Thanks.